What's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk Michael back at it again with another Chicago Bears video. We're mostly going to be talking about Caleb Williams' interview day 2 because he was interviewed 2 days ago and then he was interviewed again. Said that he had a 10-minute conversation with the Chicago Bears, both Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus, both met with the prospect, aka Caleb Williams, projected to be the first overall pick. He had some very nice things to say about the Bears. He said, quote, "It's pretty exciting you can go in a situation like that." Caleb Williams on the Bears. He mentioned the Bears 7-10 record, not typical for a team with the pick. They're great defense and good players on offense. And also, he has mentioned that he has questions for the Bears when he enters Hallis Hall. And basically, he's going to ask, do you want to win? Which means that if they want to win, they will that they want to draft him. And he even said, I put in a lot of hard work all the time, and I don't think of a plan B. Also, they said also about the interview, they say, "Oh, they are awesome. I enjoyed the meeting. And he also said, I don't play for fame. I don't play for money. I don't play for jewels and stuff like that. To go out there and win as many games as possible." And he was asked about his height. I wasn't the person that questioned Caleb Williams about his height, and he says, "It's the first time I'm hearing about my height. I'm around Aaron Rodgers' size and maybe weight too. I'm about 215 to 222, and I'm 6 foot to 6'2" tall. And this needs to be said. Okay. If the Bears do indeed take Caleb Williams, and shout out to my boy Keith on the mic real quick. If y'all don't know him, I'll post his video in the link description. He did a video. He said this needs to be said. And I thought it was going to be about the whole Bears civil war thing that's been going on Twitter lately around Justin Fields cultists and Caleb Williams cultists. He said this: if the Bears do indeed go either route, that means either getting Caleb Williams or keeping Justin Fields and trading the pick for a king's ransom, then the expectation should still be going to the playoffs. And I could talk about my reasons into believing that we'll make the playoffs if we do stick with Justin Fields, but I want to get to the whole Caleb Williams thing. I just want to make this for a record. No, I do not think Caleb Williams is going to do anything next year with the Chicago Bears, because I've seen it twice, but in history-wise, according to Swifty, it's happened with Rex Grossman. So I've seen it in my lifetime twice. History-wise, it happened 3 times with Rex Grossman, Mitch Trubisky, and Justin Fields. You can make the argument that they were put in terrible situations. Well, I know Trubisky and Justin Fields were in terrible situations. I mean, Trubisky, first year, he had no receivers, and besides 2018, he really didn't have a good play caller, aka Matt Nagy. And Justin Fields, yeah, we already know the shit show year 1 with Matt Nagy. Year 2, they tear down the roster. His only receivers were Equanimeous St. Brown and Dante Pettis. Those were his 2 number 1 options. And they didn't get him a number 1 receiver until this year, aka DJ Moore, where they really invested into the offensive line. And I said this before, I said this again. If you put Justin Fields on a team like the Eagles or the 49ers, I think he would look similar to what Jalen Hurts did for the Philadelphia Eagles. But let's focus our attention to Caleb Williams. No, I don't believe we're going to have a good year with Caleb. But a little bit of me, because you hear this from NFL scouts. all of them say Caleb Williams is a generational talent, which I don't believe he's a generational talent. Caleb Williams will be, quote, in the best situation possible than Mitch Trubisky, than Justin Fields, and if somebody was around during the Rex Grossman era, I was only around for quite the middle of it, but someone will educate me on some people that were alive during the Rex Grossman era. So, and I love the argument when people say, Michael, you can't really judge Caleb unless you do it, give him the 3-year rule. Which, if y'all don't know the 3-year rule, it's a quarterback needs to develop 3 years to becoming a franchise quarterback. If he does not show flashes at all, no, not really flashes, but if he does not show reasons why he's the franchise quarterback, then he's a bust, and then you have to restart over again. No, I'm not giving him the 3-year window, because it's one thing if you wanted to give Justin Fields a 3-year deal because we were going through a rebuild. If it's okay if you wanted to give Trubisky 3 years, which ultimately the Bears gave him 4 years, but they were going through rebuilds. Caleb Williams, according to many NFL scouts, would be going into the best scenario that the first overall pick. And keep in mind, the Bears don't have the first overall pick because of them having a bad season. They have the first overall pick due to the Carolina Panthers. So it's very unique. A 7-10 team gets the first overall pick. So according to many NFL scouts, Caleb Williams should take the Bears to the playoffs. No issues, no problems. That's what you're telling me. Let me take a quick sip and let me digest the trolls and geeks, the Caleb Williams cultists in the chat. Okay, there's your time. Your seconds are up with that simp. That sip. It's a simp by accident, but your seconds are up with that simp. But Caleb Williams, listen. Just because I say I'm not going to care about the Bears anymore if they do indeed take Caleb Williams, and I'm not going to be surprised if they do end up not having a good year, when like 7-10, 6-11, 5-12, which may come a video later in May if we do indeed get Caleb Williams. I will be the first one to say that we're not going to have a good year with Caleb Williams. It's vice versa. It's going to be the whole story again, which I predict it's going to happen. But like I said, if Caleb Williams fails, then NFL scouts will say he's a bust. He wasn't worth the first overall pick. And what if Justin Fields goes over there and lights it up somewhere like, I don't know, the Falcons, the Steelers? Then they're going to say they should have kept Justin Fields. And then what if Marvin Harrison lights it up on the Cardinals? Oh, you should have built around Justin Fields and pair him with Marvin Harrison. But according to many NFL scouts, Caleb Williams is a generational talent. Caleb Williams is the best prospect since Andrew Luck. And plus, I'm not sure if people will call me fake news for this, but there are people that are saying that they would take Caleb Williams over Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck right now. And according to many NFL prospects where they rank the tiers, Caleb Williams ranks among Trevor Lawrence and Andrew Luck. So if Caleb Williams is the best thing, is the next big thing, and Caleb Williams could talk about, y'all want to win? Oh, well, the Bears would be no. He didn't say that Bears would be idiots, but according to Boomer, he said that Ryan Poles deserves to be fired if he does pass up on Caleb Williams for Justin Fields. And Caleb Williams could talk at the end of the day. He just needs to go out there and do his job, and then he can talk all he wants. But like I said, Caleb Williams, it's whatever at this point. I already know I'm going to get clowned if they do indeed go down that route. It is what it is. I mean, I'm on to big and better things in my life. I know the trolls in my comment section. I know the road that they're gonna go down with, and it's not gonna be pretty. Like I said, the grass is not always greener on the other side. If you, like I said, if you swing, you best never better not miss. So, anyways, I already know what my life is. My life will be glorious if we do go down the route of Caleb Williams. My life will also be glorious if we trade the first overall pick. My life will just be fine. It's just like idiots will just be idiots. And let me say this. I dare you to use my name in your videos. Let me because your views will go up by a millimeter second than any of your regular videos that you do on a basis. So keep mentioning my name and keep putting my name in the title for clicks and views, because I promise you this, with my name, your audience got a good number of views that watch it instead of any video that you do on a regular basis. So keep using my name. And when the time comes in 2026, when I'm sitting here enjoying life, doing what I love the most, and doing this YouTube channel, doing what I love the most. When I'm successful, and all you will guys do is bitch and cry for Arch Manning in 2016, I'm going to sit here and tell you with a straight face, I told you so. And I don't owe anybody shit if it blows up in my face. I'm a regular content creator that covers Chicago sports. And best believe me, if Justin Fields, since I want to see the world burn, I hope you do indeed get your wish, Caleb Williams cultist. And I hope Justin Fields goes up there and lights it up somewhere, and the Bears like turn into set the franchise back. And when that happens, I'm going to be sitting here and laughing at your faces. Because guess what? While I'm enjoying my life, you're wasting your time in your mom's basement with your troll fingers, and you type bullshit on Twitter. Remember, you're the one that set up the expectations for Caleb Williams to save the Bears. I didn't. I expect him to fail. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I expect Caleb Williams to fail. You want to know why? Because it's what the Bears do. It's what the Bears do. But according to many NFL scouts, Caleb Williams would be going in the best situation possible than both Mitch Trubisky and Justin Fields. So I'm not giving him the 3-year deal as most of y'all will most likely give him. I'm giving, if he doesn't take the Bears team to the playoffs in year one, it basically is an absolute failure. But anyways, that's it. That's all for today's video. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the bell notifications on if you are going to get Chicago Bears news or any Chicago news media outlet. That's it. That's all. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be live tomorrow to scout the combine, and I will be answering all your chats or your questions. So anyways, that's it. That's all. Hit subscribe as always. Thanks for watching, and bear down.